Bro, they need to up the difficulty in this video game. Like, unironically. I really wish they had, like, an actual Giga Chad difficulty mode. I'd have to wait for a mod or something. I can't really put some work in there. But as soon as he got launched off the platform in the beginning, I was like, I don't know, man. Do I restart? Nah, let's just... I think we'll be okay.
Time to press ahead.
Difficulty depends a lot on party comp. It's not my problem, though. Then nerf the good comps. Nerf some of the OP shit. You know what I mean? Like... And I'm pretty sure most comps can still smash. Actually, there's a good jump in difficulty. Good. I'm excited for it. All I'm saying is they talked a cocky-ass game. They talked cocky-ass about the difficulty of Tactician during their panel. They're like, oh, good luck and stuff. And I was like, oh, shit, dude. Sounds like we're going to go in. Not so much. Honestly, I think it'll have to be a mod adjustment. You're a bit over-leveled for this area? These are level 8s? Maybe, but again, that's not my problem. The thing is that this is the typical... This happens in every massive RPG with tons of side content. It's difficult to solve, so I'm not saying the devs are shit for this, don't get me wrong. It's difficult to solve because... if you are somebody that ignores all side content and goes and just does the main story, it will be harder because you'll probably level 6 or 7 here, and you don't have some OP items and all that kind of stuff. So it's naturally going to be harder. So your experience all of a sudden is probably like, well, how's Sloot's blowing through this, but I had like a lot of difficulty. But that's not my problem, right? Then make a difficulty for the people that do all the side content. I don't know. Not my fault. Just don't say it's going to be hard when it's not going to be hard. And for what it's worth, by the way, this isn't a me thing. I've heard a lot of people scrutinize the difficulty. Even people that aren't doing, like, coast-to-coast exploration and stuff. Maybe I'm just too fucking good at this game, chat. What can I say? Let's be honest here. But for that reason, I don't, like... I don't know, they might... see them doing like a DLC in months, maybe a year from now. That's just like a super difficulty, but by then probably someone's just gonna mod some like crazy hard thing, you know. Try without Karlach? I mean, I just 3-manned this fight. Like, I don't know. My point is you shouldn't have to artificially do things. I mean, like, let's just do solo run, right? Let's try just with a monk or just with a barb, one-manning everything, right? Like, there's fun stuff you can do for yourself, but that's not the base game, right? That's not the product they put out. There's just some shit that's too OP. There's some characters that are too OP. Haste is just broken in this game. Like, absolutely bonkers broken. And I just, in general, I feel like, honestly, like, to a certain extent, an easy fix would just be if they increase mob health. It doesn't even have to be anything crazy. Because the thing is, right now, what happens is the fight starts, and on your first turn, you can just kill either so many things, or you can just go balls to the wall. If I was going to wipe there, and we were going to do another attempt, I literally would have just double-potted and killed Balthazar in the first try. Like, in the very first round, and there's nothing you could have done about it. And it's even crazier with paladins and stuff that I've seen. So that's the issue, right? It's just you basically beat the fight before the fight even starts, really. If they had more health, yeah, you take a big chunk of them down, right? If you do that kind of stuff, but you don't kill them. And then you actually have to deal with difficult stuff like Balthazar running around and clouding your 4-man team and shit like that. Everything's OP, you're not even using those broken stuff? Yeah, probably. It's just not tuned very well. Like, I don't know, man, what to say. I love this game to death, but, I mean, you gotta give criticism when criticism's due as well. You can't just blindly give it praise. It's just not that hard. Boss is an A3. Right, but should you have to do 80 hours of content to get to the hard stuff in the game? We'll see how hard it is when we get there. That's like that reminds me of like the FF16 conversation we had. Of what was it? It was I forget what it was. It was something in the same vein. I can't remember if it was the story we were talking about or something. Oh, it was the difficulty. It was the difficulty as well in FF16, right? A lot of it was like, oh, well, fuck you, guy who's complaining about this game. Like, you know, the difficulty gets much harder if you go to Final Fantasy mode after you beat the game. And I'm like, well, I don't think it's very good design that you have to do 60 hours of a playthrough to get to the difficulty part of the game. Like, that doesn't make any sense. It should just be available from the get-go. Either way, the thing is, there's so many things in this game that isn't even about the combat that is just like, unlike Final Fantasy, it's not something that's like, okay, this is lame because it's such a big focus about the game is combat. It is a big focus, but it's not enough for me to be like
Dark Justicia.
But it's not something that I'm gonna be like, oh, never mind, dude. This game gets 0 out of 10 now. But it is not very hard. Like, let's just be honest here. This is a problem. This is all heavy armor. This is all heavy armor, and oh, wait, hang on, we'll just send it back to camp for now. Just pick it out later, because I don't think we can port in and out of this area, right? I don't think. I'll just send the armor so I have an easier time identifying it later. It's not just the games, it's inherent D&D itself. It's why good DMs are so lauded. There's just a blatant shift between too easy and impossible. Finding the right balance is something good DMs strive for, but D&D has a lot of good tools to hit that balance. I think someone will make a mod to up the difficulty, a few more enemies here and there, bump up HP. Yeah, a mod I think would fix. Honestly, in my opinion, so far at least, I do think an easy fix would just be to increase mob health. And if you guys say Act 3 is harder, we'll see. But for Act 1 and 2, just increase mob health. Like, straight up, that will just make it tremendously harder. There's definitely some stupid mob AI in some areas, too, but, like, that's whatever. But just up difficulty by health. Because then it prevents what I've seen, both in my playthrough and other playthroughs, like other streamers I've tuned into that are behind where I am now, but, like, let's say around Act 2. It just prevents the broken shit of, like, oh, there's the dangerous enemy. It's dead. It never even got to do anything. We never even had to worry about it. It's just auto-dead. Soul Cage Research. Allied undead within 6 meters are resistant to bludgeoning. Oh, it's a Sora thing. Animate dead. Oh, I don't have a undead necro dude. Would be probably good.
I'll give it a shot.
Ascend in her silver blood.
Lilac. Sword. There's some really well designed boss fights. I agree. The best fight so far, in my opinion, because we also did the hard mode, but nonetheless, was the fucking Forge fight. That fight was great. Super good. He had a lot of health. He was tough. Even for, that was a good fight. That was a very, very good fight. Nothing else has really been threatening ever since. The only 2 fights so far that stand out to mind that were hard is that and the first time you meet the Githyanki patrol when they're, like, with the dragon and stuff. Well, the dragon flies away with Voss or whatever that guy's name is.
Pierce the moon.
Alright, good. Let's doctor. Also, let's save. So, if something happens, we're going to have to loot that room again.
Balthazar has drawn his final rancid breath. Pity it was not my hand that brought it about.
Bro, she got them thick thighs.
Instead, it was you. You, who have come to seek the praise of your wicked goddess. You, who have come to drive a dagger through my heart.
Not a dagger, a spear. My Lady Shah's spear.
Oh boy. Do we have to make
Her
this?
fate
I
is
don't know.
mine to seal. Let me handle this.
Oh no, dude.
The fate you seal is your own. To be a Dark Justicia is to turn your heart from everything but loss. You will know no love, no joy, only servitude, until of course your mistress inevitably discards you. And there is much she does not tell you. A terrible blood price that may extend beyond my own death.
You feel Shadowheart bristling. This is important to her. But your bond is strong. You may yet be able to sway her from the path of duty to the path of light. And Nightsong is not blind to your conflict. Behind that raging heart is the restless beat of one who knows too well that her fate hangs in the balance.
Choose your own way, Shadowheart. Do not allow your goddess to control you. Please, Shadowheart, don't do this. Is this truly what you want? Do as you must. Trust her. Do not interfere. I'm not going to use this, but I'm curious what you guys think. I'm leaning towards 4. Maybe 5. How'd I deal with the demon in the temple? What happened with that? We wiped once, I think. I don't think I really did anything. Oh, I just positioned better on the second attempt. I actually started out terrible because I had what's her face? Karlak punted off the ledge, so she was out for basically the entire fight, so we 3-manned it. We just cleaved everything down with an elemental and the Holy Guardian summon. And we went balls in on, like, we just popped, again, we just popped a haste potion and killed the big demon before he got a second turn in, and that was it pretty much. After that, it was just cleaning up the mess. Because his bombs were dangerous. Yeah, you guys are saying what I'm saying. I think 4. Well, let's save. Well, if I really hate what's about to happen, I'll scum, but I don't intend to.
Cannot allow. This is my mistress's will, my life's purpose.
Alright, fine, do as you will. Persuasion, no, it's not. Your life is whatever you make it. Don't give up on yourself. Find a new purpose. My mind is set. What? What is that? I mean, she's not even giving us her guidance. We literally just have to roll 20, right? Fuck you, video game! Oh man, it's not way than 5% chance. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Failure.
If I have to step over your corpse to fulfill what Lady Shah asks of me,
I smell a reload
so be
happening.
it. Your choice.
no, dude. This is wrong, but I can't afford to lose you. Do what you must.
Well, well, well. What's that I sense? A spear intended for my heart? Empowered by your goddess, I. Empowered to kill the child of a god. Do you know what I am, little assassin? For I know you. A lost child. Frightened by wolves in the dark.
What did you say?
Oh, shit.
Much has been promised to you, hasn't it? But what has been taken from you? What do you know of your own heart? Your own life? I sense more in you than you know.
Whatever you think you know in me won't matter once I become who I'm meant to be.
So you keep baiting me with this persuasion check. She knows something about you, Spare, and she see what she has to say. Oh shit, dude. Yeet. Oh, you idiot! Why don't you just keep it?
I can't believe I just did that. Lady Shah will disown me. What will happen to me?
Not what will happen. What will you do? Your past is not yet lost. Your future is not yet fixed.
She was passing it to Gale.
Me in friendship, not quite Sharon. And I will fight the battle that has been waiting for me this last century. Then, oh then, we will have much to discuss.
Angel thumb.
Our Lady of Silver, hear me. She who guides the Moon Maiden Seluna, mother of the so-called Night Song. The Night Song is no more!
Oh shit, dude. Damn. Oh no.
I am resplendent.
That looks dope.
You have given me a great gift, little warrior. Don't you find it oh so curious that you would spurn your Dark Lady? Perhaps you feel a stirring of the truth already. But that will come later. There is a battle yet to be fought. You have done what we feared was impossible. You have released me from a century of sorrow. Your power is great. So too must be your weapon. You must choose what you will wield. And the Moon Maiden will provide. Thus I have said. Thus will it be so. Are you ready?
What? Bro, is she a Valkyrie from God of War? Are we about to go in here? Kratos gonna show up over the cliff? Ready for what? Dark Lady, be merciful. What have I done? To get out of this place? Absolutely. For my weapon, naturally. Ready for what?
To kill Ketheric Thor.
Yeah! Wait, what about my weapon? My weapon!
We need to leave. Lady Shah won't stand for us to be here, not after what we did.
If Shar is angry, she's being remarkably quiet about it.
That's what frightens me. She must be angry. Yet, I don't feel it. Or hear it. There's only silence. Let's get out of here, please. Whatever's coming, I don't want to be in the heart of the Shadowfell when it finds me. The Night Sun will be headed for Moonrise Towers. We'd better get there and see what she's unleashed against Ketheric Thorm.
Should have chosen 4. I thought we were gonna solve stuff to discuss. Oh shit, dude. Oh, is she gonna cleanse the shadow? Murder Zone, the inn. They had it coming, chat.
A powerful ally. Well chosen, Shadowheart.
Moonlight Glaive.
Leave Ketheric's head in two.
We've been blessed by Selûne for saving her daughter. Morally gray. I am inspired. This object shines with a glowing light in a radius of 6 meters. Weapon enchant +2. Moonlight butterflies. Strike a foe conjuring an illusory swarm of moon pale butterflies, granting advantage on attacks against the target. Sacrifice 6 movement speed for the rest of your turn. Roll melee damage twice and use the highest result. Alright. Sloot daddy.
What's the story?
Probably not gonna end up using this, but cool. That was a bit of increased damage, though. I don't know. Do we scrap the? That's weapon enchant +2 as well. I think we have to scrap the damage chat. I have the silence. I think it's time. I think it's time.
I'm ready.
Oh, I could go for a good meal.
Gave the glaive of Selûne to a demon. Or to a fucking tiefling. That was in hell. Alright.
Moving it.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Yes, my lady. Forgive me.
Shadowheart, what happened? You were missing for a moment.
What?
I thought I was done for. I thought perhaps I might have been dead. This is all like some sort of terrible dream. But it's real, isn't it? I stood before the night song. I heard Lady Shah's words. And I failed her. Worse than failed her, I defied her. Just because of what that Aasimar said. I tried to leave, but Shah blocked me. Punished me for failing her. I thought I knew the limit of pain that the incurable wound could inflict, but I had no idea. It felt like I was suffering the agony of 1,000 people all at once. My blood was boiling, my hair was on fire. I thought I'd claw my own face off with the pain. But then she released me. Banished me, more like. She said I was an outcast. That all of her children would know me and revile me.
Shadowheart looks distraught, abandoned by her goddess and all former allies. And as for her divine magic, admitting who empowers her now may break her spirit for good.
Well, that's what she gets for not banging me earlier, chat. Alright. You made your choice, now you'll have to live with it. We're all alone in the end, unless you count the tadpole. If there's any consolation, I think you did the right thing. I never thought you'd actually defy Shar. What was going through your head? I think you did the right thing.
You're lucky to have such confidence. Me. I think the full price of what I've done has yet to reveal itself. I'm a target to Lady Shah's followers now. Nightsong promised she'd tell me something about myself. I need to speak with her as soon as I can. What she said to me back in the Shadowfell about the wolves, that's no coincidence. She took flight to hunt down Ketheric Thorm. All I can do is help hasten his demise, and hope that answers soon follow.
Just some matters I want to discuss. I need you to stay at camp for now. How are you feeling?
Do you really need to ask? I'm sorry. I have a lot on my mind. The Shadowfell, Nightsong. I can think of little else.
Sounds to me like she needs some stress relief, Chad. I'm just saying. I'm worried you're not yourself. Snap out if you made a choice and I live with it. Perhaps we should try to appease Shar. She may forgive you. Nightsong has some explaining to do. I need to focus, Shadowheart. There's still a lot at stake.
Yes. I'm counting on it. I have little else to turn to. The sooner I speak to Nightsong, the sooner I'll know what the future holds for me. Assuming I have a future at all.
There's matters I wanted to discuss.
I'm sorry. It might be best kept until later. I'd be a poor counsel and worse company just now.
Damn, she emos. Fuck. So, Gale, how was your trip?
Poor Shadowheart. The gods are nothing if not vindictive in their vengeance.
I hate seeing Shadowheart suffer like this. All for doing the right thing. It's up to us to look after her now. If she needs a rest, we carry her. If she needs a hand, she has ours. If she needs ears, we've got 4 between us. Whatever she needs.
What about Gale? Alright. Okie dokie. That was cool. Bro, I'm almost like excited to do more playthroughs now, because man, like, what if Balthazar wasn't there? What if we made her go dark and kill fucking Amy or whatever the hell her name was? You know? That's crazy. Yep, can't go back to Act 1 anymore, for what it's worth. That's it. It was gone forever. I want to go... Oh, we can't go back in there either. Can we? Oh, we can. Okay.
Moving in.
I wanted to check out,
What's next, I wonder?
Hello?
Is
There
that
you go.
blood? No, never mind.
Oh, there's so much light in here now.
Let's get on with it. Onward.
I wanted to check out the room that Balthazar was in and loot it. Yeah. I have no traders? Unless the ones in the tower are all of a sudden hostile. It's weird that they... Oh, you can't go back in. Okay. I was going to say, it's weird that they let you in, but... Hold up. So you can't go back in. Let's see what the rats have to say.
I'll see what I can learn.
Hiss. Leave.
Never a dull moment. Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Unworthy. Unworthy to walk among friendly bones. Leave!
He has nothing new to say.
Rats have key like all living.
These boots have seen everything.
You need traders in Act 2 to sell stuff? I mean, worst case scenario, I send it to the camp, and we do an annoying thing where I go back and forth to the camp once or twice, right? Like, it's weird that they cut off your fast travel to here, but you can still come here. I'm not really sure what the point of that is. It's just inconvenient. Unless it's an oversight and they didn't want you to come back in here at all. I just wanted to loot this room.
What's hiding here?
Balthazar's room. Yeah, it's got good shit, dude.
The mirrors here seem to not reflect light, but devour it.
Sounds kind of bugged.
I've had better days.
Yeah, I mean, they either intended you to come back here and they accidentally left it off the fast travel, or they didn't, and you shouldn't be able to fast travel if you come back down here.
There's no time to waste.
Wait, can we,
No time to rest.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Oh, shit.
Hey-ho.
Hey, Carla, you go down here, and, yeah,
I
you go over
applaud
here,
your
and you guys cover your ears for a sec, okay?
All right. What now?
Bam. Bam.
Another step forward.
So what's in here? That was not very exciting. 1 arrow and 12 gold. Carrion crawler tentacle. Recipe. Mother deer. Oh, bro, that's his fucking mom. He said he kept her in a jar. That's right. Oh, I thought that was a quill. Can't reach this. Gormishka tail. Oh, looks like we got some. It was worth coming back. Got some rare crafting stuff, it seems. Or that thing we don't really do, which is craft potions. Alright, cool. Your fast travel worked? Wait, what happens if... I mean, mine it just doesn't show up on that side, right? Like Gauntlet of Shar and Verge of Shadows. Just not here, straight up. On the side, but by physically coming to this location, I'm still able to click on them on the map.